The air on this particular Sunday feels unusually charged, a subtle hum vibrating beneath the surface of everyday life. It's a day steeped in a specific weight, the 285th of the year, a point when the season is drawing in, when momentum has shifted from outward expansion to inward reflection. The last quarter moon hangs in the sky, signifying a time of critical assessment, a moment to dissect what has been built and identify what needs to be dismantled. Recent events, likely centered around communication and minor adjustments, have been subtly preparing the ground for something bigger, something with lasting impact. You may find yourself grappling with a quiet restlessness. An identity you've long held, a role you comfortably inhabit, a narrative you tell yourself is now under unexpected scrutiny. The opposing forces of Uranus and Pluto, working behind the scenes, are actively urging a questioning of this framework. It's not a malicious challenge, but rather a necessary one, a cosmic nudge to examine what might be unconsciously limiting you. This is a chance to actively argue against your current beliefs, to play devil's advocate in your own mind. Consider that perhaps your methods aren't the only path, that another perspective, seemingly illogical now, might unlock a dormant potential. The feeling of this day will amplify those quiet interior conversations. Don't be surprised if minor friction occurs, a disagreement with a colleague, a misunderstanding with a family member. These aren't major conflicts intended to destabilize your life. They are opportunities to practice and refine your conflict resolution skills. Observe how you react, listen for what isn't being said, and recognize that your knee-jerk responses might be fueled by that identity you're currently questioning. A simple, conscious shift in your approach can diffuse tension and reveal surprising levels of understanding. The dance between Leo and Cancer feels particularly poignant now. You're being asked to find equilibrium. The Leo energy, your desire for independence, for self-expression, is bumping up against the Cancer energy, your need for connection, for nurturing. Recognize the delicate balancing act required. There may be a pull to retreat, to safeguard your emotional space, yet you know that true growth lies in bridging the gap, in allowing yourself to be vulnerable, in embracing the strength that comes from shared experience. The presence of Venus, shadowed by its role as the lamenter, introduces a layer of complexity. It's not about wallowing in sadness, but about acknowledging and integrating the sorrow that inevitably accompanies transformation. The lament of a being whose grief shapes reality means a storm of emotions could unexpectedly surface, maybe a memory that feels especially poignant, or a deep longing for something unattainable. Don't suppress it. Allow it to flow, to be witnessed, for it carries within it the seeds of healing and renewed perspective. The most impactful possibility of this day isn't some earth-shattering event. Rather, it's the receiving of a life-changing opportunity, perhaps disguised as a chance encounter, a seemingly insignificant piece of information, or a sudden shift in circumstance. This opportunity won't be blatant. It will require keen awareness and the courage to act upon a gut feeling, something you know is right despite any lingering doubts. It's intimately connected to that area of your life where you're actively being challenged, the space where your old identity is crumbling. This day holds the potential for making a breakthrough in personal growth. It might surface not as a dazzling revelation, but as a quiet sense of liberation, a sudden understanding that you're no longer bound by a self-imposed restriction. Perhaps a minor health challenge arises, not as a punishment, but as a lesson. It's an invitation to examine your self-care practices and adopt a more holistic approach to well-being. This is the day to be exceptionally gentle with yourself, to prioritize rest and reflection, and to remain open to unexpected gifts. It's a day for inner work, with consequences that will ripple out into your days, bringing a quiet strength and resilience. Thank you for listening. If you like what I do, please consider to leave a like or even subscribe.